If you don't mind, tell me the story about, OT Genesis, the song he had called, CoCo, and how the music exec told you that he don't let his kids listen to that. Tell me about that.
Right. So I was signed to RCA Records, and one of the employees at RCA, a black employee, went out their way because they worked in the department where they had to do promotions and hit different radio stations to make sure that they got this song promoted and played all over the country. And as I watched them make all these calls to get this song played, they hung the phone up, and I was sitting in their office and they looked at me and it was like, I don't even let my own kids listen to that. But it's my job to call around the country and promote that song to get it played. And I was like, so you willing to poison the minds of other people's kids, but you want your kids to stay safe and stay insulated. And that's a problem. That's a problem. That's called individualism instead of collectivism. Long as the individual in your household is not poisoned, you happy. But if the collective of people who look like your child in this country are poisoned, you're like, well, they got to figure it out because I'm just doing a job. That's trash, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. Wow, he really told you that. So he admitted that he wouldn't even let his kids listen to that song, even though he was out there pushing the song.
Listen, brother, listen, let me tell you something. Most of the rappers inside of hip hop have managers that are taking advantage of them. The manager is oftentimes smarter than the rapper and older than the rapper. So the manager knows that the type of music that this artist is making, the type of lifestyle that this artist is living, this is a pathway to death, jail, or hell, or all three. You know what I'm saying? But the manager will say, as long as I'm eating off of them, then I'm not going to go too hard to try to get them to change because the people like it. But that same manager will oftentimes say, listen, my kids are not finna be influenced by this artist, but my pockets are finna be fattened by this artist. Tell me that ain't child abuse. Tell me that ain't slavery at its finest. Tell me that ain't, I'm going, so we, dang, dog. That's what's going on. That's what's going on. And we want to have the victim mentality. We always want to talk about white supremacy, but we got to talk about white supremacy as well as black accountability. And if not, then we simply just want to have a victim mentality and only talk about white supremacy. But at this point in 2024, we got to talk about white supremacy coupled with black accountability, because white supremacy can be furthered at this point by a lack of black accountability. If we have no accountability, no standards in our culture, then white supremacy can be carried out by our own people if we're not careful. So we just got to make sure that we speak up and understand that accountability is needed if we want to stop the spread of evil.